All right, welcome everyone. We'll be getting started momentarily with our seated sparring seminar. Okay, great. Okay, let's go ahead and start. No, you'll call it.
Yes. 출연! 극이 발액 서로 문면 show. 4번에는 K, 경례.
All right, good evening, everyone. Let's have you sit. So class today, we're working on Joie Dadian seminar. Joie Dadian is seated sparring, and it's something that was a part of the Moo Duk Kwan curriculum kind of way back at the beginning. And it's recently come back to the Moo Duk Kwan as a way to maintain the traditions of our style. If you looked at Korea, when the Moo Duk Kwan was established in the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, it was really that way even in 2000 when I went to Korea for the first time and met Hwang Ki, Kwan Jang Nim. You would go into a social atmosphere and you'd be seated on the floor. You'd go to a restaurant, you'd be seated on the floor, and then there'd be like a similar to our coffee table height tables, and people would serve you there. And so being seated on the floor was a typical part of society. Westerners have a hard time sitting on the floor for a long time. Now in modern Korea, as you go there, there's less and less of that. But back then, it was typical for you to be in a social setting, being seated. You would want to know how to defend yourself from that position. So you see a lot of self-defense courses where you defend yourself inside of a car. You defend yourself from being seated in a chair in a stadium. There's different positions that martial artists will prepare for in modern society just based on our current customs. So this is preparing people to defend themselves based on the customs of the day. So the Joie Dadian, you'll be seated in a cross-legged position, the way that you're all there. And then similar to the Il Sushik Dadian, the attacking side will challenge. And then looking at somebody who's seated on the floor, you'll step and Sangdang Gonggyeok towards their face, which would be, punching downward because of where they're positioned. And then us learning how to defend. So the Joie Dadian is akin to the Il Sushik Dadian. And then Wa Dadian, which is translated as sparring from a lying down position, is akin to Jayu Dadian, free sparring. So learning how to spar, free spar, when one person is on the floor and the other person is standing up. So again, the Moo Duk Kwan is a striking style. So Subakdo, Tang Sudo, striking martial art where we use blocks and strikes to defend ourselves. And the idea is that the strike will cause so much physical pain or damage to the body that your assailant will stop. There's other methods. There's also kind of grappling styles where they will use certain types of joint manipulation and chokes and things like that to get your partner to stop by either breaking the joint, getting them to pass out, or just submitting because of the pain that you're inflicting. Okay, so there's striking, there's grappling, and then there's also weapons. So learn using a weapon then to hurt your opponent or threaten them so that they stop attacking you. Okay, so just know that there's those different types of martial arts. Subakdo is a striking style, so we don't want to be on the ground. We'll be getting up quickly when we're in a lying down position. So we're going to look at two aspects of Joie Dadian today. One is all the way along the lines we're going to be striking our partner. And as we strike our partner from a position of vulnerability, we're trying to get into a position of more dominance, which would be either us getting further up to a standing position or getting your partner lower than you on the floor. So we're going to try and go up, or maybe we might bring our partner down. And there we get in a position of dominance. That's the idea of Joie Dadian. Okay, so we're going to start the exercises by just understanding kind of how to move from a seated position. Okay, so from here, if I'm getting down, the Chayu Dadian position will be. Let's see. Actually, Con, let's put you over on this side here, because we're trying to film this. I want to make sure that it's in a position where people can see. So if my left leg is extended here, I'm going to make sure that there's at least 2 points of contact with the body at all times. So if I have one position of contact here and I push someone, they're just not very balanced. But if you put one hand down there and then I try and push, that's pretty good. Okay, so we always want to have 2 points of contact. The 2 points when we're doing this is we're going to have one hand up, one foot up, and then one hip and one hand down. So here I'm on my left hip, and then I have my left hand down here, and then I lift up to this position. Okay, so I can be on my hand or I can be on my elbow. You do not want to be on your shoulder. Okay, so elbow is okay, hand is okay. And then from here, being able to switch to this side here. Switch to switch. Or from elbow to elbow. Okay? So let's give that a try. Actually, from here, let's have everybody turn around and shift forward. Good. We'll turn facing this direction. Okay, so Chumbi, from a seated position, just seated. Okay. Then from here, let's all get our right hand on the floor, your right, my left, and we'll get up onto this elbow. Okay, does the back row have enough space? You want to get it, come in a little closer, a little closer. Okay, so from here, we're going to switch. Okay, and Hana, switch, Dul, set, net, Dasit, Yosit, Ilgo. Okay, then from here, let's get onto our palm. Hana, so here, see, we're a little higher. Dur, set, net, dasit, yosit, ilgo. Okay, so stay right there. Notice that as I'm in this position, that you want to have the defending arm on the inside of your body. That's protecting more vitals. You're still protecting your blind side here. And this knee is in the leg is kind of protecting your kidney area here. Okay, so this is a better position than over here. All right. Now, to get up quickly, what you'll also want to pay attention to is try and get your rear foot to be on the ball of your foot here. Okay, that because a lot of times as you do these strikes, then you can easily get up onto your knee. But if your foot is relaxed here, it's going to be harder to get into that position. So anytime as you keep the knee bent here, try and get on the ball of your foot, and then you can roll much easier. Okay, so let's try again 5 times, but focusing again on the supporting foot's ball. Okay, and hana, switch. Dur, you see, ball the foot, set, net, dasit, yosit, ilgo. Okay, then from here, let's extend apchagi. Hana, dur, set, net, dasit. Khan, why don't you come forward a little bit so he has more space. Okay, dasit, yosit, ilgop, yodal, ahop, and switch other leg. Okay, again, think about that ball of the foot with the supporting foot. Okay, so from here, kicking out and hana, dur, set, net, dasit, yosit, ilgop, yodel, ahop, kiha. Okay, then from here, we go into the dolyo chagi. So from here, we're going to switch. And as our hips turn, we're going to open and then perform the dolyo chagi here. Okay, so everybody, hana, turn. Okay, then we open, knees staying tight, dual dolyo over here. Okay, and set. Net, dasit, yosit, ilgo, yodel, ahop, kiha. Okay, then we go into the yaporo chagi. So the yaporo chagi from here really works when you're on your palm. You're going to put your other palm on the floor, and as you do that, lift up onto your knee, yaporo chagi, and then inhale, contract back. Hana, back, tul. Look down the barrel of your leg, set, back, net, back, dasit, yosit. Okay, now from here, we're going to work on standing. Ilgup, kick, bring it back, and stand. You see, so from here, your kicking leg goes behind your quad. So behind the quad, then coming up and step back. Good. And then back to the floor. Okay, so from here, ilgo, kick, bring it back, cross the leg, hands are up, and then standing up. And back down. Okay, yodel, back and up and down. Ahop, and down. Last one, key hop. And then switching feet. Okay, let's try that one. This side now. So coming down, we'll just try the kick only. So knee is in tight. Think about, right, the supporting foot getting on the ball of the foot. That's how you get up onto the knee easily. And so from here, knee is bent. We're going to pivot up onto this knee. Other hand comes down, side kick, look down the barrel of the leg, pull back. Tur, back. Set, back. Net, back. Dasit. Okay, then from here, let's try the standing. Yosit, kick, bring it back straight here. We're not leaning. You see how I'm nice and tall, Now I can lift up, and I'm ready to go. And coming down. Yield up, back, standing, and up. Again. Okay, yodel here, yodel, kick, bring it back up straight, and then stand and back, and down. Hop. Okay, try and get up quickly now. Okay, last one, as fast as you can. Key hop. And boro. Sure. Okay, trying to fix your dobak. And everybody slide back 3 steps. And have a seat. Okay. So that's the basic attacks, the basic kicks. So now we're just going to work on 2 basic ways to defend against that front kick. I'm sorry, the sangdangonyak, the high punch to the face. One will be blocking with the arm. The other one will be blocking with the kick. We're going to do 2 variations. One variation where you strike your way up. And then the second variation is you're going to strike halfway up and then drop them to the floor into some sort of a takedown sweep type of motion. All right. So to do this, so let's have everybody shift forward now. Just a little bit and turn. We'll have Corrales Jokyo come up.
Yes, sir.
From here, he'll step back, and at the same time, I'll cross and try and just sit straight down without using your hands to here. Okay, so that we have a nice disciplined approach. Punch comes in, we're going to do the suromaki, similar to Ilsushik Derian Iban number 2. Here. So do you see how I lean off to the side and I get my 2 points of contact with the floor? Okay, hip and palm. Block, and I open the hip. Now, do you see as I open the hip, what kick comes into mind? Is the doryochagi. Now, any chance I get, I'm going to try and get higher to try and get to a standing position. So as I kick, you see, I'm going to get up onto my knee. So from here, do you see how I have my ball of the foot position? This leg is pulled back. I'm going to throw my hip into the kick. I'm going to pull with this arm, and that's going to lift me up. Here. 1. And then immediately I'm going to step. And then step again. Punch. And I'm up. So you see all the way along, I'm standing up. Okay, let's try one more time. That's the first drill that we're going to do. Okay, stepping off. You'll notice there that Kenyan Sabanim talks about scaffolding. How you're going to, when you're building, right, you're going to scaffold one level at a time, starting from the ground. So you start here, I'm on the ground, and this would be kind of stage or level 1 here. Then as I kick, I'm on a knee, that's level, now I'm at level 2, and then I come here, and now I'm at level 3. So all along the way, every time you do a strike, you want to try and move higher and higher until you're on your feet. Okay? So let's give this a try. Get into our position. We're going to be in a seated position here. Backs up straight. And it does matter depending on which leg you're going to kick with, which foot is on the outside. So we're going to kick with the right, so we want to cross our legs with our right leg on the outside. Okay, so from here, we're going to cross right hand on bottom, and we're going to shift our weight over to the left, and at the same time, we're going to block with the right. And then at the same time, our right hip is going to open to here. As I do that, notice how my left foot, the ball is pressing into the floor, and then my right ball of the foot is also pressing into the floor. My hip is open. Then I release that hip, and as I release the hip, I lift up onto my knee. Kick and down. Cross. Let's just try the block a few times. Hana. See, really get that hip to open and back. Dur. Open. Set. Net. Key hop. Okay, then from here, we're going to lift. And as we lift, we're pulling and kicking. Lost my balance. Round kick and down. Okay, blocking. Hana. Notice the balls of the feet, both pressing into the earth. That's going to help lift you up. Dolio chagi. And down. Notice only the left hand is on the floor still. Set. One. Up. And down. Does everyone have enough space? Okay. And net. Okay. And then last one. Key hop. Key hop. All right. Now we stand all the way up. So here. Hana. Kick. Knee. And then step crisscross like we did with the side kick. Crisscross, we're still holding onto the hand. Then stepping with the left. And turn. Reset. And down. Okay, again, ready and prepare. And hana. And kick. Cross. And stand. And poro. Okay, so let's try it with a partner now. So we'll have Corrales Jokio, Miss Espalatova here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then we'll have Mr. Debbink, and we'll have you three together, and you guys can work together. So you two right here in the front, next group of three, and then you two will be turned facing this way, just for space. Okay, and you guys shift over just a little bit. Good. Okay, chariot, kyungne, chumbi. So let's have the junior side. We'll step back and challenge. So that would be Brock. And then the senior side, gracefully go down to the floor. Okay, ready? And shijak. And reset. And we'll have the next groups on the floor. So now the senior side will challenge. Senior side challenging. Junior side on the floor. Nice and graceful. Backs up straight. And shijak. Good. And down. All right. And now other side, group of three will alternate to the last person. Okay, senior side challenge, junior side challenging. And begin. Whoa. Okay, good. All right, I'm going to let you play with that here in a second, but I'll give you a couple of tips. So bow to your partners. And Ms. Espelatove, if you can step over here for a second and everyone have a seat. So we'll watch Corrales Jokio demonstrate this. Notice how his hip works, where you twist one and something happens, but on the rechambering of the kick is the preparation for the next technique. Okay, so we're going to kind of break this up. Just full speed so they can see. One more time. Block, pause. There, you see how he's all ready to go on that, to go down. There, that's the first motion there, and hip is pulled back more. Okay, then, but did you see he was already beginning his kick? His knee was moving. So after the block, now he pushes, comes up, same time, boom. You see that's all one motion. Now he pulls his leg back and crosses. Now, as he stands up, notice how he fixes his posture first, then he steps back, and now strike. Okay, who's? Are you on call? Okay. All right. Does that make sense, everyone? So we're going to work on. It's really the standing up part. If you don't have good posture, you're not going to be set up for success. So from here again, you block here. You see, I'm leaning a little bit, but I'm still up and down. I'm not. My core is engaged. Then I kick. You see, this is when you go straight. Make sure you're in this position with your back straight. Then you're in a position to step and rotate the hip into the punch in one motion. So make sure you get that straight back as you get up onto a knee. Okay, so Irosat, you practice that a few times on your own. Okay, Mr. Debink, why don't you go with Rock now? Begin. Okay, last one. Okay, and paro. Okay. Show. Back to positions, back it up, and let's go over the next drill. The one option is to strike, but then the other option is to do a takedown. So we're going to do the same drill now, but with the takedown. So, Jokin, Nim. So you'll challenge. Let's try that again. We slipped on the dobok sleeve.
Chia!
Chia! Chia! Chia! Chia! Okay, so on that one, same opening. Lift, everything's the same here. Then from here, so you kick, pull back, come in here, straight leg. Okay, straight leg here for the sweep. You could also from here come in and hook and then come around this way and sweep here. Okay, but you're gonna do that sweep, keep the legs straight. Then you'll come up and kapkwon gongyak or whatever counter strike you'd like after that. But the trick with the sweep is to make sure that that leg is straight this way. If the knee bends, then you won't get the right effect. Okay. So partner up and practice that a few times, then I'll give some performance tips. Okay, poro. Very good. Okay, show. All right, back to positions.
Yes, sir.
Just the reverse positions. So facing here. Yeah, have a seat. Okay, so then now the next section is looking at the second way of defending, which is with the pakeso anrochagi block. So it'll look like this.
Chop!
Chia! Here. Okay, so the pakeso anrochagi is the defense. As you do this, as you see it coming, first you're going to lean this way and open the leg. You see how I'm on this elbow. Then I'm going to throw my hip and push off of this arm, and that's going to throw the arm here. Okay, then you see how I always get my ball of the foot onto the mat. See how that's automatically there. Then from here, I'm in the side kick position here. Yaporochagi, and then here, and I'm out. So working Yaporochagi. You could go into additional attacks. One, kick here, and then instead go into the back kick. So you're not limited just to that punch or just the side kick. You can start being very creative with these. But what I'm doing in this seminar is just teaching you the very foundation with those two options of blocks. Okay, with one idea for a strike, one idea for a takedown. Watch Corrales Jokio demonstrate. Any questions with that? Remember, as you do that Pakiswanro Chagi, if you're going to kick with the right, you've got to, which way is it? From here, if you're going to kick with the right, you want to, you're going to turn to the right. Okay, so if you're going to kick with this leg, you've got to prepare and then throw. If you're going to go with the left, you've got to prepare and then throw. It'll make sense when you do it, but that's how you get the momentum to be able to perform the kick. Otherwise, it's a knee flick, and the knee flick's not going to move their arm if it's coming in to strike you. All right. Okay, Irasat. Okay, back to the other positions where we've got the group of 3 juniors and then the 2 and 2. Okay, practice that. Side kick, Naomi. Think about proper targets.
Yes, sir.
Okay, paro. All right, let's go into the next example. So bowing, kyungne. Face here, show. Back to your positions.
Yes, sir.
You can have a seat. Unlike the Ilsushik Derian and some of the other drills that we do, there's no standardization to any of these. So you'll be learning these. These are concepts, these are principles, but they're not set techniques that you memorize a pattern. So you will creatively come up with your own Joie Derian drills. And when you test for Samdan, like Kraus Jokyo just did, part of your test is coming up with your own drill. And actually, we're going to have Corrales Jokyo teach the last one for all of you. You all saw what he did, and you're all going to learn that tonight. Okay, but let's look at the second one example. It's appropriate for all abilities. Okay, so this one, same block. Now, hopefully we're getting it where you open, you prepare, and then you feel that turn of the waist. One, and then here you're going to, as you do your side kick here, one, but this time you're going to wrap your foot around the back leg. Okay, so here, wrap, because then you're going to bend, turn, Yaksudo here to the temple. Okay, so you're going to trap the leg in this manner. So one more time.
Chia.
Chia,
Chia.
chia, chia, chia. Okay, so again, to do this, you can think about if I was more in a sparring stance like this, you can work the leg this way, or you can work the leg this way. Okay, but the idea with this is that this foot traps with the back, and you see how I flex my ankle. And then straighten the leg, or you can come here and instead of sweeping the leg, collapse the knee. And then you here, and then you've got the leg trapped as you go into the strike. Okay? Any questions with that one? You know, set? Practice?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We need a little more space if you two can come over here. You three come over like this. Good. Is that better? And then whoever's attacking, just know where you're going to be, and then you can adjust. You see, so you already wanted that leg trapped. Already have the back. You got to get that ankle flex, Naomi. There, you see, now you've trapped it. Good. Good. Okay, last one. Kyung-Nae. Okay, and then back to your positions. Back it up. Corrales Chokyo. Turn it over to you to teach the last one. Okay, actually, here, let's move this over to you. Go ahead.